let me show you a cool little trick that I discovered in Logic using the sampler and MIDI effects to kind of do a generative audio style thing to create a textural layer, or maybe like a pad or something like that in your tracks, or something with more motion to it. Really the possibilities are endless. There's some good jangling. What I like to do is use a really simple sound as my starting point. Let me just have a hunt through maybe something in here. Ooh. Oh, here we go. This is good. Why not? Let's record a fifth. Okay, I'm gonna bounce that in place. Yeah, then I'm just gonna hit Control E and turn it into a sampler instrument. Let's have a look at the mapping area. So I'll drag it out over the regions. This is what I want as my little cell, my little mini piece of material. Okay, now I'm going to go to the envelope and change the release time, so I can just press the key once and then trigger that sound. Now I'm going to use the arpeggiator just to kind of spam it, just spam notes into the sampler. If I hit latch mode, then I can just press the key once. Now it's machine gunning away there. I'll just turn it down a little bit. What's cool is now there are some randomization options here that I didn't realise. So if I randomise the pitch a little bit, then we can start to thicken up the sound. And if I also randomise the panning slightly, then we start to get a bit more stereo information. Now let's go down an octave. I've just played a G, D, G, like a fifth there on the keys, and I'm going to switch this to random mode as well, so that it's just kind of randomly switching between those three notes, and it creates this nice undulating, modulating thing. Let's turn it up a little bit. What I like is that we've used an organic sound source, like a natural sounding sound source, but it ends up sounding a bit like a synth, which is cool. Let's use the filter now. I'm going to assign this to mod wheel and assign this to the filter cutoff. Turn the resonance up a bit as well. Give it some drive. Let's go down another octave and let's boost some of the low end as well, in general. I just think that's really cool. Now we've used quite a vanilla bit of audio there, but obviously you can feed in anything you want. Let's just try feeding in some weird like vocal samples and see how that sounds. No, 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 yeah, no, oh. No, 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 no. Now we're going to chop them up a bit. I'm just going to kind of do this roughly by eye. Get like some larger chunks and also some shorter, smaller chunks. Just to select all of those, hit Control E, create a sample instrument. I never really bother naming or saving these patches because the whole beauty of this is you can literally just kind of come up with them on the fly while you're writing a piece of music and just use them for that one particular use case rather than going to like a bunch of templates. I mean, you could create a bunch of templates, but I think the beauty of this is it's so fast you can just sort of do it on the fly. So we've got a bunch of sounds in here now. No, no, yeah, no, oh, no, 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 no. Once again, I'm going to go to this area and just increase the release time. No, 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 yeah, no, 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 no. It's also velocity sensitive at the moment. Maybe I don't want that. Maybe I'll turn off the velocity sensitivity. So it's a bit more consistent. And I'm just playing random notes here. And it starts to create kind of an interesting texture. think this time to add even more space to it, first of all I'm going to bring down the rate a bit. In fact, I'm going to bring it right down. But also to add even more unpredictability, I'm going to add the scripter. And we've got this setting here, it's called a probability gate. I've got it set as the default. And essentially it just, every time there's a note that goes through that channel, it determines whether or not it plays based on a probability. And once again, going to add some random pitch variation, so it just sounds like there are more voices. And also some random panning information, which really just helps to open up the sound. And let's add a bit of reverb as well. Let's turn up the rate a little bit. In fact, let's lose the scripter and just turn it up even more and see how that sounds. Just really go for it. Kind of just searching for a sweet spot in terms of density and variability to make it sound kind of natural. So I think what I'm going to do is actually reintroduce some random volume changes. At the moment it's all very much, every sample is triggering at the same volume. So I'm gonna, this case I'm gonna add the randomizer, which by default is set to velocity. And that's just gonna add a randomized element to the velocity, but of course right now it's not doing anything because we've turned the velocity sensitivity off, so let's increase that and turn up the overall gain as well. I think that means that we can probably turn up the arpeggiator a little bit more. Now we've got a wider dynamic range, which is interesting. Okay, let's mess around with some different notes on the keyboard, freestyle. And I don't have to hold down the notes because of the long release time. So actually it works quite well when you only use a limited section of samples. That's actually, I can imagine that being more useful in the context of a track, because it's more consistent. And of course what you could do is just record in some performance, bounce it to audio, and then just chop out the sections that you like and maybe loop them. What I'd like to do as well is play around with the volume in real time. I've got it assigned to a knob here. That's just automating the gain plugin in my channel strip. So I'm using 2 notes as my core, and I'll just add in a random other note every now and again to give it a bit of spice, a bit of variation. So then you can kind of dial in exactly how much randomness and chaos and variation you want. And of course we get creative with the EQ. Let's just stick a little drone down, a little string drone or something, so we can... Well, in fact, let's use the thing that we created earlier. Let's go down an octave. I really love the blend you get when you kind of switch, because of the long release tail. You get this lovely, slow blend if you move from playing down at the bottom of the keyboard and then you move up. It takes a while for the lower notes to die away, so you get a really smooth transition. Alright, so let me think, let's record a pass. Okay, so I quite liked bits of that. I think what I'm going to do is take some of the higher stuff and kind of copy that over to a different channel so that I can control the volume of it independently. So, and then I'm also going to swathe it in reverb just to push it back so you can pay less attention to it and just adjust the overall volume. Okay, now let's go back to our na-na-nas. So there was a bit around here that I wasn't sure about because it started to sound a bit kind of machine gunny. yeah. So let's maybe just try moving that to another set of samples. That sounds quite nice. I think what I'd like to do as well is play around with the amount of top end that you hear. Maybe play around with boosting it. Yeah, so I'm going to automate. By the way, I've got, in channel EQ, I've got set up as a permanent shortcut, just as a global setting, the high cut and the low cut as knobs on my physical MIDI controller here, which I just love because it's such an easy way to quickly grab hold of the sound and sculpt it in a particular way. And it's just one of those things that's very nice to set in a tactile way. Same thing with setting volume. Sometimes it's lovely to do it kind of by ear with something physical and kind of really dial in the sound that you're after. So yeah, let's play around with this high cut as the pass goes on. So I'm using latch mode here in Logic. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I brought in some low cut there at the end. I think I'm liking that. This section got a bit much here, I think, for me. So I might just dip the volume there a bit. Definitely want to bring in some reverb there at the end. I don't know about you. Let's go for ping pong delays, my favourite. Okay. We could try messing around with the overall pitch. Might be interesting. A source as the pitch bend, and we use that to modulate the pitch a bit. Not loads. Something fairly subtle like that, maybe. like that. Just subtly modulating the pitch to create moments of increased intensity. I sort of heard a little shadow of something there. Yeah, in fact, let's emphasize that vibe and add some more vocal layers. But this time, let's just create another sample instrument from scratch. So, I'm going to set the rate relatively high. Okay, loving it. Let's just add that to the end of our piece. Something like that, maybe. Let's just bounce that. Get a slightly smoother fade off at the end. So this is all very nice and weird, but I think for me to complete this as a sort of plausible example of scoring music or cinematic music, I'd like to just include a few more real sounding instruments, or more natural sounding instruments kind of in there. So I'm thinking possibly strings or like bass flute. I was hearing in my head something like a downward vocal glissando, like using that kind of technique we were doing again earlier, the do kind of with a group ensemble sound. So let's just see if I can create that really quickly. Can we do something clever and maybe randomize the start point of the sample? See, that's cool. Now that's giving it even more of an organic feel. What if we actually mapped that across multiple notes? This just allows us to play with the overall pitch. Stuff like this, I just really appreciate being able to execute a gesture that's that simple. Just a downward glissando in the vocals with a group texture sound, and being able to dial in just the right amount of panning, just the right amount of pitch variation. Yeah, there's something really interesting about building your own sounds in that way. Let's see if I can just perform in this sort of general shape. I feel like this is very like a watercolor kind of approach to composition, just kind of like smearing stuff in there. So what I don't like is the chipmunking, so I'm gonna start my sequence a bit lower. No, find the sweet spot. It's around here. Yeah, okay, here we go. might give this one a bit of panning automation. Yeah, I like that. Okay, let's record it this time. Oops. Okay, so what I think I'd like to do is double this thing with something a bit more organic, a bit more jangly. So I'm going to get the jangler out. Here we have the fabled jangler. Can you guess what I'm going to do now? My new favourite technique. So we're going to chop them up real rough like. Ah, that is some good jangling. Just twinkling away in the breeze. What I might do is record all of that as just like a little single wav of like bounce down audio, and then I'm going to resample it, and then we can stretch the pitches across. And I think I'm going to randomize the sample start a fair bit as well. Now, so we're going to try and decorate this thing. That was nice. Gonna stereoize this. Okay, I think that's it. So I think I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for joining me on this exploration through granular melodies and this kind of new technique which I'm obsessed with at the moment, using Logic Sampler. Hopefully, even if you don't use Logic, there might be some food for thought in terms of the process here if you can do something similar in your DAW. Just a tiny slice of what's possible there, but I hope it was interesting and entertaining for you, and thank you very much for making it to the end of the video. You're one of a select few, you're the core, you're the inner circle, so appreciate it. Drop me a comment, say hello, and thank you so much for your attention, and I'll see you on the next video.